This is Janet's First Communion, 1950. I don't know how large the class was, but you'll see an unending line of first the boys and then the girls, and our teacher was Sister Rosella, a sweet little nun that managed 2 grades, about 42 kids total in one little room. So Dad is filming the little girls now in all their white dresses and veils. Not everyone's is the same because you could, I guess, buy your veil wherever they were available. I'm right in the middle there with my long hair and kind of a long veil as well. Do pay attention to the cars in the background. Well, here are the boys. And I guess they had a choice, it looks like, of short sleeve or long sleeve, but all in white. And there were 2 older boys as well. The girls here are being intruded by a little pooch who I guess also wanted to make his first communion, and you can see our nice little white socks. We didn't want to get them dirty. So I don't know why anyone didn't befriend that poor little dog. Besides the cars in the background, you'll also see the ladies in their fashionable clothes. So now we're looking through bright sunshine here. We're looking towards the camera. There I am in the middle again with my nice long curls. And it looks like all the girls are enjoying being on camera. We carried our little prayer books that I have to this day and our rosaries that our parents bought us. My rosary I buried with my son Michael when he died in 2013. I put it around his ashes, the box that held his ashes. Okay, there's our family car in the background. Now we have Father Fay, and we had rehearsed this receiving communion many times, and there was quite a ritual to it. You'll see 2 go up together and then 2 more girls to the side, and then they must turn towards each other, all genuflect together, and then the 2 come back down, and no one, of course, was in a rush. It was always kind of staged in a very reverent way. This is Judith speaking, and I believe these are the only films that Dad took inside St. Joseph Church, which last summer in 2015 celebrated 125 years of being a parish. So there were many, many, many children who received their first communion at that parish, and everyone in our family did, from Dad and his sister on. So this is Judith Holter speaking. This is my first communion. With my class, they moved receiving First Communion to the 2nd grade and had it in the fall instead of the spring. So you can see this is a very small class, 3 girls and maybe 7 or 8 boys. This is Sister Michelle, our 1st grade teacher, and of course the boys are always first. There was Sydney Barth and Timmy Grove and Miles Harding. Oh, that's Sydney, the little kid. Don't remember the other names. So the three girls, myself and Donna Bonner and Judy Cook. So in between, Dad took this footage of our brother John, whom we called Butch, and Barbara had a cat named Delbert. So it's like Delbert wanted in the house, and I don't know if that's Barbara or Mother standing behind the screen, but one of them. And Butch has quite a hairdo there because if it shows up again, Dad was trying to train Butch's hair for him to comb it straight backwards, but it didn't seem to cooperate and it stuck straight up. So this is the afternoon of my first communion, and I am walking across our front yard. I had a beautiful dotted Swiss white dress that Mother's cousin Irene Mengen made for me. I believe we bought the veil, and I have my little rosary and prayer book. I'm holding my prayer book upside down, but whatever. So here's our brother John then with his wild hair, and the neighbor kids, Jeannie Bowen and John Bowen. They live down on the corner of Malin and Oak, or Elm, one or the other. This is the next day, and Libby Photographers, a long-time Spokane firm, always came to take the class pictures. They did class pictures at the end of the year and First Communion also. So here was, again, Sister Michelle in the traditional School Sister of Notre Dame habit, and our pastor, Father Fay. He was at the parish from the late 1930s until he retired. Well, until, I don't know, he died in 1980, so he was there almost his entire life. I'm thinking that the reason this class was so small was because we were born in late 1944 and early 1945, and there were lots of men off to war at that time. So Father Fay thinks it would be nice if everybody would wave at Mother, who is holding the camera here. So, one holy kid in the back row there made the sign of the cross. Oh, and they are wearing dark pants here. We had school uniforms by then, and the boys wore salt and pepper cords, which were available at Sears, Roebuck and Company. And you can see that habit that the sisters wore. I mean, how they managed those classrooms full of kids with no peripheral vision was a mystery. Now, Mother took these in the afternoon after our class picture, and she had the camera overexposed. So, in the fall of 1953, our brother John made his first communion, and again we have a larger class here than my class. So they doubled them up into 2 rows again, and at this time I was in the 2nd grade, and John was in the 2nd grade, and I was in the 3rd grade. There you see some lovely 1950s attire. And the cars in the background have gotten a little more modern than in Janet's.
So we're looking for John to come out of the church here.
There he is. No?
And he's towards, I thought he was towards the back. Is that him right there? I guess we missed him. Well, here he is at home now. He's got his jacket on over a white suit. He might have a little suit on.
Yeah.
That's a big deal for an 8-year-old. And there he is with his prayer book and rosary. And look how they parted his hair, ever so cute. So back into church. I'm not sure why.
Well, in the afternoon of the First Communion was a ceremony to give the children a scapular. So we went back to church, had a little prayer service, and were given our scapulars, which is a tradition of prayer, Our Lady of Mount Carmel. There's John giggling away. And his friend Steve Allen. Aren't they a handsome pair?
Cute.
Holy, holy little boys.
Now.
Oh, and then this is Monday afternoon, the class picture. And John's teacher's name was Sister Mary Blaze. Let's see, that's Libby Photographer, again, the same man. And let's see, there's another sister there. Must be the principal. I don't know who that was. It must have been Mother Annunziata, who was the principal. But she's not in the picture with the kids. And the priest in the picture is Father Terence Tully. He grew up in St. Joseph's Parish and became a priest. And he was the assistant pastor at the parish because Father Fay, our pastor, was away on vacation, probably in Ireland. So that is the 1953 First Communion class. There's Father Tully. And a few more shots on the front porch.